Hey, what's up guys, it's Mike with Alpha Reptile, and today we are doing a animal room tour. I say that because I want to test out this theory of mine, so it is a reptile room tour for those of you that are new or not here. There are pretty much only reptiles in this room, well, and amphibians, and occasionally the odd cat that decides to come in my room. But today we're going to be going through all my reptiles. I'm going to be showing you guys everything. I hope you guys enjoy. For those of you that are OG subscribers, I know you guys have been waiting for a kind of in-depth animal room tour here soon. I know I said that like months ago. Don't worry, it will be coming in the next month or two. I have a lot on my plate right now, so I can't do it for this month. But hopefully June or July, it will be coming at your faces, okay? With that being said, why don't we get on to the reptiles? To start off this tour, we have somebody a little bit special. We have our boy Bane. He's actually out. I'm actually filming this reptile room tour kind of late, and chances are these lights will shut off here in the next 15 minutes or so, so I'm hoping to burn through this real quick. It won't be a terribly long reptile room tour, but I hope you guys will actually get to see pretty much everybody. As you guys can see here, Bane is doing fantastic. He loves basking out in this UVB exposure. As much as people might think that racodactyls don't need UVB, that could not be more from the truth. All reptiles benefit from UVB, and that is just a demonstration of it. He is just chilling, sitting under the UVB bulb. You guys can just see how gorgeous he is. Absolutely stunning lizard. This is the new Caledonia giant gecko. Look at those mitts. Those are just huge feet. They're so cool. I don't know why their feet fascinate me so much, but they're just so big compared to other geckos that I think it looks awesome. Bane is in a 24 by 24 by 18, so 24 long, 18 front to back, 24 tall. Exoterra vivarium that I made for him. As you can see there, he's just chilling right before the lights go out, and typically he ends up on the glass looking out towards the room at nighttime. Now, I am going to do this whole rack first, so we are going to have dart frogs right away, but you guys can see this. It's actually called like a slime mold or something like that, but look how cool that is. Like, I'm sorry, but look at that. Is that not super, super cool? Yeah, I like it. I like it. Apparently it doesn't harm anything, so I'm going to leave that little bit of slime mold there because it looks cool. This tank is a Dendrobates auratus tank. These are the turquoise and bronze auratus. Chances are they will not be out just because of the time of day. It's pretty much nighttime here, so they're not out. Unfortunately, dart frogs are diurnal, and like I said, their lights are about to go out in probably about 10 minutes. I will be doing a video update on this tank here right away. Along with the update, I'm actually going to film a kind of cleaning and going through and taking some cuttings from this tank because I think you guys deserve to see it in its full glory and get a comparison between what it was when I first set it up about a year ago and what it is now. Keep in mind, this whole setup costed me $150 for the tank, the light, everything inside it, minus the frogs. That right there is actually a flower from the begonias, so I'll hopefully get a picture of it. If not, I had a picture and put it on Instagram, so if you guys are interested, there'll be a link in the description for that. And here we have the nope, these aren't Dendrobates. These are the beautiful Ufaga pumilio almirante, as you can see there. That is one of the fat and happy mamas. There's another one bounding across the back wall there. I have a couple pictures of tadpoles on my Instagram as well, or at least eggs. They're actually on top of that leaf up there. Of course, they're no longer there. Oh, there's one of the males. Just right back there, running downwards. But these guys are super cool. If you guys don't already have dart frogs, they are extremely rewarding, and I strongly recommend it. Moving on to the last of the dart frogs up here. we have the Dendrobates. These are Tinctorius azureus. I just saw one run back there. I don't know if you guys saw them or not. These guys are super bold. A great beginner dart frog. If you guys have never kept darts before, these are definitely one of the ones that you should consider keeping because they're super bold. They're super cool. They have a lot of personality and they're overall pretty bulletproof. So if you're worried about keeping dart frogs, then these are a great one to start out with. Before people light me up in the comments, I do know that this is a very small tank for the number that I have in there. However, pretty much right after this video, I'm actually going to be moving probably 3 of them into this dart frog vivarium over here because I have nothing in here except plants and I would like to move some down. So I might even end up adding all 5 into here and then kind of remodeling this with a glass top and stuff. I don't know about that yet, but this tank's doing really well. The next animal on the list is Tig, the partial pinstripe harlequin crested gecko. I'm gonna try and find her, but unfortunately, as usual, she's not out. I'm not gonna be rooting around here too much because I know that she had eggs in her not too long ago, honestly, and I think that if she is not to be found, then I should probably leave it that way and just respect her space, just in case she is digging or laying the infertile eggs. Then that is something that I need to watch out for and not disturb her while she's in the process. In other news, I got another tadpole. This is another Uroplatus tadpole. And then this is the other tadpole. I really should have put dates on when I put these guys in here. As you can see, this one's much older than, I guess, his cousin over there. The reason why I'm actually here is because of the Madagascar, well, they're Madagascan day geckos. One of them is just wigged out. You can see him down there. These are Phelsuma laticata. They are found in Madagascar as well in Hawaii and many different places. Well, primarily those 2 places. But these guys are so cool. I do currently have 4 in this tank still. There hasn't been a ton of aggression, which is kind of surprising to me. Don't worry. When I get back from Belize, these guys will be having a new vivarium made up for them. However, I just haven't had time with finals and then immediately a block week, and then I'm going to Belize. So, unfortunately, I haven't been able to move these guys. But if you're interested in Madagascar, I guess day geckos, they're the gold dust day geckos. You can now see one of their bodies right there. These guys are a super cool day gecko. They don't get huge like the Madagascar giant day geckos, but they do get a good size, as you can tell. I don't know how big these guys are. I would say maybe 4 inches, somewhere around there, from tip of the head to tip of the tail. That's about where I'd guess they are. Now, unfortunately, as we move on to our man, our myth, our legend, Sheldon, he's actually asleep because his bedtime is about 6 p.m. here. He kind of puts himself to sleep in one of the corners long before the lights go out, which is fine with me. He spends most of the day kind of motoring around here looking for food and tearing down palm trees, so I'm happy that he's asleep. I will not be weighing him in this video, but I figure you guys should see where I'm keeping him. As you guys can see, he has a large pen. It is 5 feet long by 2.5 feet front to back, and then 16 inches tall. He's got a mercury vapor bulb there for UVB. He also has a strip bulb over here, or a T5 high output bulb over here for UVB. So he is getting sufficient UVB, even though he is inside. My dad has some super hatred for me building a pen in the backyard because he thinks that it has to be so lush and green, and he's a little posh about it. Oh, as you can tell, his light went out, but I won't be doing that, or I hope to be doing that this summer, and just kind of making him deal with it. But he is my dad, and I do have to listen to what he says, so, you know. Well, you guys just witnessed the lights go off as I was filming that, so that is going to wrap up the Sheldon portion. The plant tag down there is doing great. I will actually have a video filmed for that because it's been a long time since I've updated anybody, and I know there's actually people that care, so. And now, to wrap up the room, we have our last 4 organisms, reptiles, whatever you want to call them. We'll start from the top here. We have Striker in his brand new, I guess, bioactive setup. So if you guys are interested on how I set this up, make sure you click up there. There will be a link for you guys to go check it out and enjoy the building. And then if you search the last video, the moving of Striker into this brand new setup, he is doing phenomenal. He's eating crickets. He moseys around all night and interacts with the environment. As you can see, it is a, I mean, if I'm going to pat myself on the back, it is a pretty sweet setup. I'm super happy with it. I think it turned out way better than I would have expected. And you can see he's found a hidey hole right down there where he can just kind of chill out and enjoy, I guess, his setup. He actually had a fresh shed right before he got in this tank, so I'm excited to see how his newest shed will come out because of the sheer size and amount of scratching and rubbing surface that he has in this tank. I hope it comes out awesome. But that wraps up the OG Striker. He's the oldest animal in the reptile room at about 13 years old. And next we move to, I think, the newest addition to the reptile room. This is Dixon, the Uroplatus gecko. He's a Uroplatus guntheri. Super cool. Super, well, chill is not really the description I'd give him. He's not aggressive by any means, but he does like to hop around and bounce and have fun. His tank is doing pretty well. As you can see, there is lush vegetation growth. The bamboo is in there. And, I mean, the cleanup crew is actually doing really well. Obviously, you guys won't be able to see it. But I was in here last night, and they were doing super good. I'm really excited to see this tank growing in so well. And, in fact, I think he'll be getting a new setup as well. He doesn't necessarily need one, but I think it would be cool to give him a little bit more space in the future. So when I stumble across a cheap tank on Kijiji or something like that, I'll pick it up and set it up for him. He's in no dire need, so I'm in no rush. But he's got UVB, he's got high humidity, and he's awesome. And the second to last is our boy Sky. If you guys haven't noticed, he's actually in his new setup, his newer setup. There's no indications of mold or anything on the back wall anymore, which is nice. I'm letting that tank dry out, and I'm probably going to use it for a new reptile in the summer months. So, if you guys don't know, Sky is a Maruki blue-tongued skink, and you can just see how gorgeous he is. He doesn't love when the camera's in here. He's typically pretty chill. There's your shot of him. His tank is still pretty basic. I do kind of want to get some universal rock, maybe not backgrounds, but just like the rocks, and set him in here, and he can kind of make tunnels and mosey around and enjoy some enrichment in his environment, rather than just having a couple slabs of cork bark. He can have it a little bit more tricked out. If you guys have any suggestions about what I should put in this tank, let me know in the comment section. And last but not least, we're going to keep it kind of short and sweet here because I think these guys are about to pass out as well. But we have Bowser, the red ackie monitor, just chilling down there. Before the lights go out, right after this video, I'm actually going to shut them off. So you can just see his colors are fantastic. He's doing really well. He's eating. I'm giving him baths relatively frequently because he does seem to have some symptoms of gout. It isn't getting any worse. I honestly think it was when I was keeping them in really not the greatest setup, and I think I kind of permanently damaged them, unfortunately. I will make sure to never do that again, and make sure that he is now comfortable. Such red coloration. Such a cool monitor species. Bowser is a red ackie monitor, if I didn't already say that. Varanus acanthurus. And that's going to do it from me, guys. From Striker and I hope you guys enjoyed the reptile room tour, or the animal, all my animals tour. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about with that kind of like weird intro in the beginning, there's been this thing going around where it's like people posting animal room tours or like all my animal type videos, and they've been doing extremely crazily well, like probably better than they should be doing. So I'm just curious if it's a YouTube algorithm and that's why I named it that. If I don't get as many views, then I guess that's on my end, but don't worry, you guys. It's a one-time thing. If you guys enjoyed, click the like button. Make sure you remember to subscribe and leave any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that in the comment section down below. I try and answer every single comment, pretty much no matter what it is. Don't forget to click that notification bell down below. That'll let you know whenever I post a video, as well as whenever I go live. If you guys don't want to miss any of my content, be sure to click that. That about does it from Striker and I, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Boop!